Hey everybody, we got our hands on a DualShock 4 controller and we wanted to put it side by side with some of its predecessors to see what's changed. Okay, what we have here are 3 generations of PlayStation controllers. We have the 6-axis, which is what shipped originally with the PlayStation 3. Its most notable characteristic is that it's super light. It also doesn't have rumble. That got replaced a couple of years later with the heavier rumble-filled DualShock 3, and now we've moved on to the DualShock 4, which is really, I think, the biggest redesign since Sony's original concept for a controller. It's got the same influences, but a lot of things have changed. I think the first thing you'll probably notice when you pick it up is the redesign of the horns here at the bottom. They're a lot more bulbous than the other ones were, which were tapered. They're also weighted. You can really feel it when you have it in your hands, that they're weighted sort of down here at the end so that when you hold it, it actually feels like it's falling into your hands. Another big change is in the buttons on the DualShock 4, which are no longer as squishy as previous generations. That's in part, I think, because they're no longer analog, but it's also a function of really the whole design of the controller, where everything feels tighter and more responsive. They don't sort of move around in the way that the old buttons used to. I'm not entirely sure why, but for the longest time, the design of the analog sticks and even the triggers on the back of the DualShock 3 and the 6-axis were shaped in such a way that it felt like your fingers could fly right off of them. I'm not sure of anybody who was a big fan of that, and that's probably a good thing, because on the DualShock 4, Sony addressed both of those issues. You'll be able to feel that the squishiness, the looseness of the analog sticks is gone. It's a lot tighter, and also the design of the triggers on both no longer makes your fingers want to fall off. They're actual triggers and super tight, just like everything else that appears on the controller. In the middle, there's the touch screen, which we can't use yet because we don't have a PlayStation 4, but it's also a giant clicky button. And even the D-pad is bigger and a little more clicky than it was before. And that is the DualShock 4 controller. It is, I think, without a doubt, the nicest controller Sony's ever made, and I am really looking forward to putting it through its full paces in just a couple of weeks with the PlayStation 4. Until then, be sure to keep it here at Polygon for all your next-gen coverage. I love you.